You're watching News 3 Now at 5. We are learning more about the central wildfire in Wisconsin that has burned down more than 800 acres. Officials say it all started from a person burning debris.
It was quite a large pile. The homeowner was burning items within that pile, and again, not yesterday, previously. And then what can happen is embers can stay underneath a pile like that where there's sawdust and other things. They can stay there for a while, and the wind picks up, and then that can spark a wildfire.
Officials said the person responsible for the debris fire will be responsible for paying fire crews. They said that is standard practice in incidents like this. We also know 8 firefighters were hurt, one of them hospitalized. All are doing better today. Helping them is the focus for one group in Coloma today. Kyle Pazorski live in Waushara County with their story. Kyle?
Well, here at the Coloma Fire Department, area business owners are stepping up to help their community, they say, in this time of crisis.
Oh yeah, we were definitely surprised at how quickly it all took off.
Business owner Jenna Bauman grew up in Coloma. When the fire started, she saw a need and stepped up to help.
Most of the Coloma Fire Department is literally like family. I've known them since I was a little girl.
Bauman, along with business owner Ashley Pudall, sent out a message on Facebook Monday, asking others to bring any food they had to their shops for them to deliver to the fire station.
Most of us were just kind of at home yesterday wondering what we can do to help, and then as soon as the message kind of came out, like, we need food at the fire station.
The 2 delivering tacos, soda, and water to the fire department Tuesday.
Our community is pretty tight-knit, and we're small, so we all know everybody, and yeah, we're all like a big family.
On Tuesday, over 830 acres of rural Waushara County gone. Pictures showing the red-hot flames of the pallet fire. Hard to see for people living in Coloma who were taken by surprise Monday afternoon. Podol says that the efforts shown by the community proves how fighting the wildfire goes beyond the flames.
Everybody steps up when we need, some help around the community. So.
They say they will continue bringing whatever food and drinks they need to the fire department until a need is no longer here. Reporting in Coloma, Kyle Pazorski, News 3 Now.
Kyle, thank you. A small wildfire also broke out at Devil's Lake State Park yesterday. That burned roughly 3/4 of an acre. It was quickly put out by firefighters. The DNR says it was caused by fireworks. Right now, Sauk County is under a high fire danger because of these warm, dry conditions. Some beneficial rain, though, is possible for some of us. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio, and he has the latest. Gary?
Yeah, we could use whatever we can get. And I think most areas will get some rain. A few areas may get a little more beneficial rain, but you need clouds first. And take a look where we are. We got clouds that have developed into thunderstorms to our south. There's clouds with rain and thunderstorms to our west. But most of Wisconsin right now is precipitation free. High resolution radar, not seeing anything across southern Wisconsin. But as we widen out the view, you can see some showers moving into parts of western Minnesota and western Iowa, and some thunderstorms to our south across northern Illinois that are moving into Indiana and away from us. 6-hour future track radar shows us staying dry for at least for this evening, but we will see some of those showers in Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin head our way later on tonight and see a better chance of rain tomorrow. Problem is right now, very dry. Relative humidity in Madison, 29%. You need to get humidities up in the 60 to 70% range before you really start seeing any widespread rain reaching the ground. And of course, temperatures are warm too, and that just helps evaporate any moisture. 81 right now in Madison, 82 in Janesville. It's cooler to our east and to our west, but again, we're right in that warm zone here in Dane County. Everybody right around 80 degrees or a little bit above. 80 in Deerfield, 82 in Edgerton, and 82 right now in Cross Plains. Look for skies to become mostly cloudy this evening, but I think the evening will be dry as temperatures drop into the upper 60s. But later on, we'll see some rain overnight into tomorrow. I'll tell you how much we can expect and who's most likely to get the beneficial rain in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Iowa County officials are investigating after 2 men were found dead in Dodgeville over the weekend. Officials were sent to a home on Jamie Street. This was Saturday morning, and there they found a 29-year-old man dead. And then later that afternoon, officers were called to the American Hotel, where a 33-year-old man was found dead. Toxicology reports are pending for both men. Officials could not say if those deaths were connected. A Fort Atkinson woman who was injured in a motorcycle crash in Greene County last week has died. Officials say the 60-year-old was driving a motorcycle when it collided with another that was turning into the driveway of New Glarus Brewing Company. Her name is expected to be released later this week. We're learning new details about a student housing proposal on University Avenue. Under the proposal, the existing building at 529 University, home to Vintage Spirits and Grill, would be demolished and replaced. The new 12-story building would include commercial space on the first floor and 33 apartment units. The goal of the new building is to provide smaller scale housing for students.
We think that there's good to this. Some of these other projects, which are beautiful projects, the Hub and Olive and the James and all of these new places that are going up, have 1,000 or more kids living in it. I know there are some kids that just don't want to be living with 1,000 other kids. And so the idea was, let's just do a nice high-end boutique kind of property in a great location.
And construction will begin next spring. It should all be done sometime in 2025. In southeastern Wisconsin, one of the headlining presidential candidates visited to hold a fundraiser with powerful Wisconsin donors. Here with more is our political reporter, Will Keneally. Will?
Well, today's trip to Lake Geneva and Heartland was the second in a matter of months for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who by most national polls is in second place behind former President Donald Trump. But it's a different story here in Wisconsin, where DeSantis is running neck and neck with the former president. And political scientist Anthony Chergosky says that's part of why DeSantis may be spending time here.
You know, I think at this point, the DeSantis team just needs some positive news. They need some positive vibes. And I think they can find that in Wisconsin, because a lot of key Wisconsin Republicans are hostile or skeptical when it comes to Donald Trump and are very eager for an alternative to Donald Trump.
Now, the fundraisers included GOP megadonors like Richard and Liz Uline, key players in Wisconsin politics, and important people to have backing DeSantis financially. As Chergosky says, he needs to keep up the momentum. We'll have more on this coming up tonight at 6.
All right, Will, thank you. Golf executives were called to testify before Congress today. Lawmakers are accusing the Saudi Arabian government of sports washing its human rights abuses with large investments in popular sports, including the planned merger between the PGA Tour and the Saudi-backed Live Golf Tour. PGA executives testified the sport faced an existential threat in its previous standoff with the Live Tour.
It's a regime that has reportedly killed journalists, jailed and tortured dissidents, fostered the war in Yemen, and supported other terrorist activities, including the 9/11 attack.
It all continued. Expensive legal fights, every day wondering which player was going to leave next. A fan base tired of hearing about it. Sponsors nervous. Golf, as we know it, would be damaged forever.
Some families of 9/11 victims attended the hearing, and they have said they are shocked and offended by this planned merger. The PGA has committed to meeting with the families. Executives say the merger is not a done deal. As President Biden joins world leaders at the NATO summit this week, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says he is disappointed the military alliance is not ready to extend a membership invitation to his country. Skylar Henry now with the latest.
Thanks, Lithuania. Thank you very much.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky pressed his case for joining NATO in Lithuania Tuesday, telling a pro-Ukrainian crowd Ukraine will make NATO stronger. Earlier, he blasted the military alliance for not setting a timetable for his country to join, calling it absurd.
We will issue an invitation for Ukraine to join NATO when allies agree and conditions are met.
The head of NATO told reporters member nations agreed to change Ukraine's membership path from 2 steps to 1, but isn't going further right now because of Russia's war.
When a war is going on, that's not the time for making Ukraine a full member of the alliance.
The summit kicked off with applause for Sweden's bid to join NATO. The membership breakthrough came after Turkey dropped its objections. President Biden hailed the development in a meeting with his Turkish counterpart.
Thank you for your diplomacy and courage to take that on.
Turkey's president didn't speak publicly about reversing course on Sweden, but the change is thought to be tied to Turkey's efforts to buy American F-16 fighter jets and join the European Union. The White House has expressed support for both. Sweden is following Finland into the alliance, and the Biden administration says the 2 additions send a signal to Russian President Vladimir Putin that his war in Ukraine has united the West against him. But a Kremlin spokesperson says it's NATO's expansion that in part led to the current situation. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And President Biden is scheduled to meet with President Zelensky at the summit tomorrow. A grand jury has been selected that could soon consider charges against former President Donald Trump and his allies for their alleged roles in trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election. At the center of the case is Trump's infamous phone call to Georgia's Secretary of State when he called Brad Raffensperger and asked him to, quote, find votes to overturn President Biden's victory. Earlier this year, a separate special purpose grand jury investigated the case. They said they believe perjury had been committed and recommended the DA seek appropriate indictments. Next at 5, Gary has our complete forecast, plus which water pitchers are the best to filter out PFAS chemicals. We'll find out after the break. And later, the DNR is raising hunting and fishing license fees for some. We'll have the details coming up next hour on News 3 Now at 6. And a big Tuesday on Wall Street, the Dow climbing more than 317 points. The NASDAQ jumps 75, S&P adds almost 30. We'll be right back.
You've probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you'll love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off with special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Coming up on News 3 Now, a political expert reveals the strategic reason behind GOP presidential candidate Ron DeSantis campaigning in Wisconsin. We find out why this move could be crucial for his campaign. That's tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The Biden administration has released some proposed measures to try to make child care more affordable. The proposal stems from an executive order the president signed in April. It would make changes to the federal child care and development block grant program, capping child care copays at no more than 7% of a family's income. It would also encourage states to waive copays for families at or below 150% of the poverty level. Bank of America is accused of double dipping on fees, withholding credit card rewards, and opening fake accounts. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau ordered the company to pay more than $100 million to customers and $90 million in penalties. The company was also ordered to pay $60 million in fines. Some of the allegations are reminiscent of the Wells Fargo scandal that involved millions millions of bank accounts being opened without customer authorization. Bank of America did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The U.S. Air Force has suspended personnel moves and bonuses through the end of the fiscal year. The branch is facing a funding shortfall driven by higher than expected costs. The Air Force said it needed to take these steps now, quote, to avoid exhausting funds dedicated to personnel. Personnel moves are expected to start up again beginning October 1st. The Air Force is also pausing certain bonus payments for service members, including re-enlistment bonuses and extra incentive pay for difficult or extended assignments. A new study finds nearly half of the country's tap water could be contaminated with PFAS. The so-called forever chemicals have been linked to an increased risk for a number of health problems, including cancer. But some water filters can actually block those chemicals. The Environmental Working Group tested 10 water pitchers and found 3 that stood out well above the rest. Pitchers from Clearly Filtered and Zero Water blocked 100% of PFAS tested. So did the standing Travel Berkey filter system. The Epic Pure pitcher was close, blocking 98% of PFAS.
They actually reduced PFAS down to non-detectable levels, which is really great. We weren't really expecting to see that.
Now, for the pitchers to work properly, you do need to consistently change out the filters, but buying new ones can add up. The Travel Berkey sells for $327, but the filter lasts 8 years. The other recommended pitchers have a lower upfront price, but changing the filter can cost hundreds of dollars per year. For a full year's use, Epic has the lowest price. Intense rainstorms throughout the Northeast are leaving entire neighborhoods ravaged by extreme flooding, and flood warnings remain for parts of New England as officials work to address damage and rescue residents there. Ivan Rodriguez takes us to some of the hardest hit areas.
More than 100 people have been rescued throughout the state of Vermont because of catastrophic flooding. And officials say rescues are ongoing Tuesday. Many others simply watching as their belongings are swept away.
This is my home. That is my garage.
The catastrophic flooding drawing comparisons to Hurricane Irene in 2011. Governor Phil Scott says the latest rainstorms are significantly worse.
This is different. We've had like 48 hours of steady rain. The devastation and flooding we're experiencing across Vermont is historic and catastrophic.
The city of Montpelier was left underwater after a record-setting 5.28 inches of rainfall Monday, according to the National Weather Service in Burlington. The nearby city of Barrie also shutting down its downtown because of flooding. Although the water is expected to recede Tuesday, the governor says the danger is far from over.
And even though the sun may shine later today and tomorrow, we expect more rain later this week, which will have nowhere to go in the oversaturated ground.
In other areas of the state, officials say water conditions remain too dangerous for rescue by boat. 5 National Guard helicopters are assisting alongside rescue teams from other states.
More teams are en route to Vermont to assist with what will be a days or weeks-long effort.
The flooding left at least 1 person dead in New York's Orange County. In Vermont, no injuries or deaths have been reported as a result of severe flooding, though emergency officials say the response is still in its earliest stages. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Tales of 2 very different regions. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, take a look at the rainfall estimates over the last 6 days over that part of the country. Basically from southeastern portions of Pennsylvania near Philadelphia through the New York City metro area into Connecticut and then up into New Hampshire and Vermont and parts of northern New York State. These are radar rainfall estimates. You can see many locations in the 5 to 8 inch range, but locally amounts could be over a foot in some areas. And of course, any additional rainfall there is bad news. Now, I wish we could take some of that rain and bring it in our direction, but take a look at here. This is Doppler rainfall over the last 7 days. There were a couple of bands of showers and thunderstorms that moved through Madison. The airport picked up about 1.5 inches of rain. We picked up about 1.5 inches of rain here on the southwest side. You have northwestern parts of Dane County, no rain at all over the last week. So there are the haves and the have-nots. We've been saying that before. One of the things that's working against us is the relative humidity, very low right now. 29% in Madison, 26% in Lone Rock, 27% in the Dells. That's very low, especially for July when humidity levels normally come up. So what's happening is these showers move in our direction. They have to first combat that dry air before we can start getting rain near the ground. To the south, where the air is a little more humid, some thunderstorms develop pretty rapidly around Chicago, but those are heading away from us. They're along a cold front. 6-hour future track radar keeps us dry for the evening. evening, showers start to push into Wisconsin. But again, that first batch kind of fizzles out. Showers and thunderstorms farther to the west could reach us early tomorrow morning, and so that would probably be our better chances for rain. Severe weather threat pretty low for tonight, mainly to our south and to our southwest. Tomorrow, maybe an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm, but most of the shower and thunderstorm activity will be in the morning, so that will work against severe weather chances. Higher threat is farther to the south across Illinois, level 2, or a slight risk of severe thunderstorms with hail and high winds being the main threats. 3 things you need to know in the forecast: showers and thunderstorms likely late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then a good chance on Friday afternoon. In between, we'll see some chances for showers and storms, but many dry hours as well. Temperatures warm back up into the 80s after a cooler day tomorrow, and then you can see by the time we get into early next week, temperatures back to around 90 degrees by Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow, cloudy, cooler, scattered showers and thunderstorms, high temperature at 73. That would be good news. Future track beginning around midnight tonight. You can see that first batch of showers kind of fizzling out, but as we head toward early tomorrow morning, watch as that next batch kind of moves in, and that first batch kind of sets the stage. It gives us a little more humidity, so we'll see a little more widespread showers and some thunderstorms tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon, and then maybe a break through much of the day tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. The next batch of showers and storms arrives from the northwest Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then once that clears out, temperatures will warm back up and the rain chances will at least go away for the rest of Thursday. Rainfall amounts generally 1 inch to 1.5 inches if we can get those showers and storms to move on through, but other places that miss out on the heavier storms will be less than 1/4 of an inch in some spots. Temperatures back into the 80s in our first warned 7 to 10 day forecast beginning on Thursday, lasting into the weekend. Again, the rain chances go away for much of next week, just a slight chance for a shower or storm Thursday and Friday, but by then high temperatures will be up into the lower 90s. As we check out first warned traffic right now, things looking pretty good, except that looks like an accident just occurred on the Beltline near Stoughton Road, so starting to see some delays from around Monona Drive back towards Stoughton Road. Travel times eastbound on the Beltline, 26 minutes from University Avenue to the interstate, 15 minutes going back in the westbound direction, 18 minutes from Sun Prairie to downtown. Heading outbound from downtown to Sun Prairie will take you 21 minutes. Normal times on the I-3990 from the Beltline to Janesville and US 12 Middleton to Sauk City. That's your news through now. First warned traffic.
Gary, thank you. Second Harvest Food Bank received a generous donation today from dairy company Kemp's, which donated more than 30,000 shelf-stable milk cartons to the organization. The donation is part of the company's larger goal to donate over 800,000 cartons of milk to food banks across the Midwest. These cartons have a shelf life of up to 12 months and don't need to be refrigerated. Organizers at the food bank say milk is in high demand for the families they serve. The Madison Public Library Foundation celebrated its 30th birthday today at all 9 branches. News 3 Now visited the Penny Library, the newest of the 9. The foundation has granted the library over $20 million, and thanks to that funding, they've been able to grow and expand since back in 1993. People of all ages advance their literacy with equal access to technology and learning opportunities.
When I think about the conversations that I've had with our supporters, what's most important to them is this idea of equal access to knowledge. That's what they come back to, and so that's what we're really proud to support.
And the foundation has grown from just a volunteer operation to now a staff of 7. Coming up, how UPS stalled contract negotiations could impact your back to school and even your holiday shopping. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your child's eyes are a crucial part of their learning. Get a clear picture of their eye health and vision changes from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Visit Shopko Optical to ensure your child is seeing and learning how they are supposed to.
At Revamp, we transform your old beat-up concrete floor from this to this in one day. We grind down the concrete to open up the pores for a perfect bond. Then we repair all cracks and apply our base coat and chip and seal it with our polyaspartic top coat that will never chip, peel, or discolor. On top of all that, our coatings are ridiculously easy to clean and covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty. And right now, when you purchase your new concrete coating from any of our Revamp brands, you'll get 12 months, no interest, no payments. or 40% off the installation. And when you call during this program, you'll also get up to 10 carbon fiber concrete stitches free, which help reinforce cracks and stop them from spreading. A $350 value for free.
South Central Wisconsin homeowners, pick up the phone. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Ryder Chip, just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Amazon Prime Days and sales from competitors this week will shine a spotlight on Americans' love for the convenience of shopping online. But Karen Kaifa tells us there could be a slowdown on the horizon just as consumers ramp up back-to-school shopping and prepare for the holiday season.
Search, click, buy, deliver. The two-day Amazon Prime Day event is off and running and prompting others like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Macy's to launch their own Big July sales. It also highlights the supply chain that gets a package from warehouse to doorstep.
I think we take it for granted exactly how much we're purchasing, shipping. I mean, I think for a lot of Americans, we're probably getting a package maybe every other day.
While Amazon has its own delivery network, the company relies on UPS for some shipping, like many e-commerce outlets big and small. UPS carried an average of 20.8 million U.S. packages a day through last year. And more than 340,000 UPS workers represented by the Teamsters Union have authorized a strike over pay and working conditions starting August 1st if an agreement is not reached. The Biden administration is monitoring negotiations closely.
There's a reason why the parties negotiate directly. They stay at the table. I'm hopeful that that is what they will continue to do.
Virginia Tech economics professor Jadrian Wooten says a prolonged strike would have a wider ripple than many consumers might think as other shippers shoulder the extra load.
Even if you're not a UPS customer, if you are just purely FedEx, purely post office, you likely still will see an impact in your deliveries, even though you're not relying on UPS.
And it would happen at a crucial time for retailers during back-to-school shopping and as they stock shelves for the holidays. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
And we'll have a final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It means we're committed to seeking justice for those injured by someone else's negligence. It means standing up to the insurance company, helping you with your medical bills, and getting you fully compensated for lost time at work. Have questions? When you contact Lawton Cates, there's no charge for our initial consultation, and there's never a fee until we deliver the results you deserve. At Lawton Cates, your life counts. Call today.
Menards has the luxury products and on-trend styles to take your home's design to the next level. Whether you're updating a bathroom with a new faucet and fashion lighting, adding desperately needed storage, or if it's dressing up your dream kitchen, you'll get 11% off quality products that will help you turn your house into a home. Save big on durable porcelain tile from Mohawk. Only $159 each after 11% rebate.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free overdraft protection transfers. So when you get invited to your third destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Our series, The Age of AI, continues. Tonight, how scammers are using AI to replicate your voice. That's right, and why they may be able to trick your own family. That and more news tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Gary's back. Final check of the forecast.
I don't think you want to hear my voice. If
we created Gary with AI.
I wish I could create some rain too with AI. Yeah, no but take a look at the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Not a lot of clouds out there. The air is very dry. Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam, just some high-level clouds. High-resolution radar. Nothing across southern Wisconsin. Maybe later this evening, some showers up toward La Crosse.
We'll be back in 30 minutes. News 3 now at 6.